All right, and we're doing 7Q, the span function. This is by J.G. Dodson, and 93% of people like it. The span function is a good one to know. It accepts a sequence and a predicate function and returns two sequences. The first sequence contains all the elements of the argument sequence up to that item that caused the first failure to the predicate. The second return sequence contains the rest of the original sequence. The original sequence is not modified. For example, here's some stuff. It fails at 1 because it's looking for even. So all these evens and then everything at the fail after that. All right? So our task is to wait for it, write down our own span function. Gotcha. All right, so this one, we're going to just do an if statement and then, a for loop with an if statement inside it. That's what I meant. All right, so we're going to say for, and we're going to this time we got to do var because we're going to be using var outside of the for loop. We're going to be using the variable outside of the for loop. So we're going to we're going to have var I equals 0, and then we're going to say when I is less than r.length, we're going to say I++, iterating through. All right, now we're going to say if predicate at array at the current index, if it doesn't work, we're going to break out of that. We're going to say break. All right, and then we're going to come down here and we're going to say return, and then we're going to make the little empty array, and we're going to say let's get slice up here. Slice. We're going to use the slice method, which returns a shallow copy of a portion of an array into a new array object selected from start to end. End is not included, where start and end represent the index of the items in that array. All right, so basically, let's say this is our array. What we're going to do first is we're going to say like from 0 to I. So let's say it's 0 to 3, right? And that would give us 0, 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't, end is not included, so it would give us ant up to camel. Let's test it and see if that's the thing. Ant, bison, camel, just like I said. And then we would go from 3. Let's say we go from 3 after that. Run it. We're looking at this one here in the middle. Duck, elephant, just like that. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to say, right here, we're going to say r.slice, and we're going to say from 0 to I. All right? And then we're going to say comma r.slice from I. All right? And now let's test it out. Just like that. All right. Attempt it. Looks good. Submit it. And I'm pretty sure it's pretty much exactly like this one, except for this one's done a little funkily. But let's see. My solutions. Yep. So 23 of us plus these folks. Best practice in my opinion. Very much like this one. And we'll see you next time.